because Zach isn't here, unfortunately, and Midnight Blue. And someone else isn't coming. Ian, because he's sick.
I think Ian was the 5th seed.
I haven't seen Titanium since Tilsonburg. I want to say.
He was at. Last time I saw him was Larry 2.
Larry 2? I wasn't at Larry 2.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to any Larry's because they guys put them on Sundays.
Yeah. The first one was on Saturday.
I work Saturdays too. But enough about work, enough about all those gems. Here's the bracket as it stands right now. We have a veritable range, a cavalcade of legends here. Of course, I believe Brad is playing today. So, unless I'm mistaken.
No, you might be mistaken.
I think I'm mistaken.
I don't think Nick was in. I'm assuming that's Nick.
Yeah, Nick. Yeah, Nick got put in.
And Jesse got put in, and Cena got put in.
What do we call Nick now? I don't know his tag.
I'm not playing the 50
If for anyone who doesn't know, that's the right below in winners round 1 C, match C, the clincher, and CYXX. I do not think Nick has had a pronounceable tag in over 3 years.
I think Nick was rocking the baby tag at one point.
Yeah,
that was the closest thing to pronounceable, but you didn't want to say it out loud.
He had Neon Black. That was my favorite.
Oh, that was a good tag.
That was a really good tag.
That was actually pronounceable too. That was the banger.
And then ever since then, he's had
Nick Stocks is going down.
His last name is Uzdike, but it's XX Dyke. So how do you X Dyke? I don't know.
Yeah, who knows that you're supposed to pronounce a double X as O. Ooh.
CY ooh.
You go up to a TO and you're like, oh yeah, my name is Uzdike, and they're gonna look for it. And they're gonna type in OO, and they're not gonna find you.
They're not gonna find you.
They're gonna look for your name. Like, what's your give your email and smash you.
Maybe just get your phone number. Maybe I gotta remember that one.
Any way to find them.
But we have an awesome range of characters here today. You're rocking Ike, I imagine, today. Ike Fox, and your Fox is cooking. We were playing not too long ago.
Fox is a dual main now.
Yeah, Fox is a low tier dual main. Yellow. Yeah, shout outs to PM Nexus, by the way.
PM Nexus. Love that for us.
Second off, shout out to Scott Floor for commanding the stream and reminding us how to be professional. But yeah, PM Nexus, thank you so much for hosting us on this beautiful Saturday.
Yeah,
Motobug, you are a legend. They are a huge help to this event. We love them for it. But we're gonna see some awesome gameplay today.
Well, we are seeing the exit up.
And speaking of range, I was gonna say we have a great range of characters here today.
This is the most Ontario thing.
Yeah, this is the most Ontario thing you're gonna see today. Ike versus Ike Battlefield. We're probably gonna see a PS2 match out of Ben at some point.
You know what's unlucky is winner plays me. So if you like Ike, we're gonna see more Ike.
Hey.
There's no chance of no more Ike.
Don't worry, guys. We're gonna make it through this round 1 pretty fast. We're gonna see some misfits soon, guys. Don't worry.
We're gonna see some goofy gooberisms.
Well, yeah, we have Nick. You know, they're playing DDD Fox Falcon, I believe, is there. Well, I mean, they play Fox primarily, but yeah, they play all sorts of characters.
I really hope we don't see Peach. That is just asking for misery and pain.
Oh, they might play Peach against me. We love that match, but it's just because Snake Peach is deranged. That matchup is deranged. Snake wins, but it's a deranged matchup. A lot of item play. It's really fun.
Yeah, I'm honestly a huge fan of that. One thing I really wish that they would do this Snake is make his nade a little bit longer, so there's more sauce that can happen.
Sauce with nade would be appreciated. Yeah, I had an absolutely deranged thought the other day, which is what if they change it to like Semtex, like Modern Warfare 2? So it's like a sticky grenade. Could you imagine?
If you press B and then shield within the first 3 frames, it turns into a Semtex. That'd be so sick.
Insanity. It'd be insanity. If you do that and you wave dash over, you can't throw it because it's stuck to your hands. That'd be the nerf.
Let him do a C4. It's treat it like Modern Warfare 2. You can just throw the C4. If it lands on them, it lands on them.
It should be lower damage in that case, because a range C4 would that be?
I still think C4 needs to be not a kill move. I think it's such a sick combo move.
It should be a combo move.
It'd be so much more sick.
But
we don't have Snake on the screen. We have 2 Ikes.
We have 2 Ikes in the stream, and we have 2 legends of Ikes, by the way. Well, we're gonna have Ben Pavise, the YouTube match, and there's Brad. Brad spotted.
Are we good?
We're good to go if you're ready to go. You're a stage strike? Okay, cool. Wait, who's playing then?
That's Brad.
So Who's in this event? Who's this enemy striker? No, wait, no, it's Shadrake. Okay, I was gonna say. Just got Brad jump scared for a moment there.
That's the Ben, by the way. Yeah. The creator of Quick Draw Up Smash from Ledge.
He is the absolute.
Yep. We split.
Hey, Brad. How's it going, man? Everything good?
We split the atom.
Oh no, don't trust me. I've seen. I can tell by the fact that you're chewing with your mouth open.
Try to Swiss chalet chips.
Just want to say that we split the atom when we discovered Quick Draw grab from Ledge.
That was a Higgs boson shit.
And then what Ben decided to do was, what if we took this amazing piece of technology and made it worse? So he decided to, quote unquote, invent Quick Draw Smash from Ledge.
Yeah. Lower it so we can hear you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Do we have echo still?
No.
All right, perfect.
Oh, perfect.
That's why I was holding it up.
Yeah. That's why I had it off.
Yeah,
Perfect. This is perfect.
Perfect. All right, now we can actually.
Lower here to adjust so you guys can hear each other better.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the
You guys are
go.
going in.
We got the rolls.
I wish
stereo input here.
the next big national that comes up, people can start hiring Artur to run their
Oh no, he's
streams.
a consummate professional. Absolutely professional.
Yeah, he is the most professional person I've seen in the industry.
Speaking of professional, let's talk about the stage list because I really like it.
I like it too.
And I
did
really
not
want to
think-
give it its flowers.
I do not think adding Green Hill back into something that wanted to not be PMBR would be sick, but we made Green Hill actually fun again.
I feel like reinventing the wheel worked here. I feel like it really did. And I feel like hopefully we get to see it this set because I feel like I can do some pretty fun shenanigans on it, but we got Battlefield, 2 whites. What do you think about this matchup? How do you think about what do you think about Ben? How do you feel about Sterling, Shadrake here? What do you think?
I think both of these players like to mix in higher risk and higher reward options than they necessarily need to. We have no gameplay, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, we see studio mode over here. Yeah, we see studio mode. There we go. We're good.
Okay, and we're back.
And we're back.
Ben got first stock. So the thing about these two is I've coached Ben a bit here and there, and I've talked about the game with Sterling a bit here and there. And the way I see Ben is like Ben is willing to mold his play to make better decisions at times, but there are times where like he just has a hard time stopping himself from wanting like those bigger, juicier hits.
It reminds me a bit of like high jump kick in Pokemon. Like keeps going but hurts himself. By messing up the move. I feel like Ben
kind of both of them.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh no, Sterling. I feel like is it's definitely a. I think in the nicest way I can say it's probably a rigid player. He has a lot of like very solid habits that help and sometimes hurt him, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
But I feel like when the time gets going, he's able to adjust when he absolutely needs to. It's just when he has to adjust this.
I think both of these players, I would categorize them as more swingy Ikes.
I agree with
But
that.
the way that Sterling does it is Sterling likes to try to push forward more often than not, and Ben likes to hold his space. He likes to take space and hold, which is really good. You don't see that very often at like the mid level, growing into the higher level.
Yeah.
But I would say that's a strength that Ben has. Is when he's playing well, he's willing to take and hold space. Whereas with Sterling, you could. Wow, that was. I can see the head shaking. I'm assuming that was an inverter.
Yeah.
Sterling is also, not that we added it into like the blurbs about the players, but I will say Sterling is like the luckiest Ike player. Almost every input error is a hit confirm. It is a hit confirm kill move.
He's definitely got that narrative strength, the plot armor for sure. on some of the confirms I've seen.
He's that anime character that just like every time he rolls the dice, it's like Snake Eyes.
We were playing earlier just to warm up, and he he probably tapped out. And we're on Smashville, and he upbeat, and I got knocked up by the upbeat, and he tried to fair from ledge onto the plat.
Yeah.
And he ended up like aerial canceling it and forward smashing me instead.
Oh.
I think it was either no, it was Bear. It was definitely Bear. It was definitely back there. But it was like the crazy Erg is on the scene. Hello. But yeah, it was like one of the craziest confirms I've ever seen, man. It was awesome.
Which I mean, that sounds like it comes from mashing, because like.
Oh yeah, it was definitely mashing.
That's round one.
Yeah, it's
round one. Round one, baby. We're in there. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, what's last hit?
Last hit is their Risky Bisky. I've seen
How
Sterling
long
win these, but
Ooh, I don't think you want Tourney Winner there. I feel like Rising Air would have been nice to see, or a read on his options.
don't bite too hard.
That's a good quick draw sweet spot. He's still got one more chance here. Oh,
Why would you roll? Why would you roll?
kind of assumed that he would be dead there.
Not the safest assumption, unfortunately. Oh, that's a
Sweet spot?
Yeah, that's
Ooh, does not ASD attack.
Yeah, no.
Unlucky. Alright, so that was a really tight game 1. In the Ike Ditto 2.
Oh,
I think if the Ike Ditto does go south this game for Sterling, we may see Yoshi, maybe even Pikachu. Although I really don't think he wants to play Pikachu because he feels it's not there yet.
And I also feel like Pikachu, with what you can do what you can do with him, I feel like that can definitely introduce some complications. Like, yeah, you have a lot better combo potential. You have an insane option in Quack and all that. But also, like, you're light. Pikachu's a light character.
You are getting comboed like a Pit.
Yeah.
And Ike Pit is...
Not a fun matchup.
No. Well, punish game wise, it's not a fun matchup for Pit because there's so many ways to just eat a forward air and die.
Yeah. Especially like running jumps and whatnot, and let alone Pikachu with his only one solitary regular jump in the air. But
yeah.
I don't know. To make that switch would be a bit of a risk.
One trick Pikachu does have is he can go out there. He can go kind of wherever he wants and try to secure kills as early as he can.
Agreed. He definitely has that strength.
Okay, we're on Drax, and it's an interesting pick.
For Ike, from what because I've played this a lot with Peanut. Shout out to Peanut. Well, not this matchup, on the stage a lot. Shout out to Peanut for making this beautiful layout. Big fan of it. I don't know. I feel like this stage has some interesting angles you can hit, especially with those side plats. Oh no! Get your head in the game, Ben. It's game time, Ben.
I feel like the plats don't really help too much for Ike's combos.
No,
but they really help for extending.
Yeah, and sharking, as you can see here.
Yeah,
it's just having that high ground to be able to kind of react faster.
That's a good up air.
React faster off of those top plats, I think, really helps. Maybe not for combos, but you're right, for sharking. It's
yeah, it's they're just high enough that they're good to escape to. It's like a weird dynamic where they're good to escape to, but they're also really easy to cover.
Yeah.
But the height of them it can be good for Ike's recovery, especially if you can avoid them and go to the center plat.
That's great. Like having a plat center stage and being able to control center stage, I feel like is a huge advantage. But it's like not so much that it's like gonna make it too polarizing. I feel like, especially in the Ditto.
Ooh, that was a solid up air. So Ben with a really rough SD after securing a really early lead, and we're just back to even now. Ben trying to get saucy, but
That's what we got.
yeah, Ben's a bit of an F-tilt master. Oh, that was a really good fade back by Ben on the recovery. Ooh, really good reversal by... Ooh. It's a good reversal by Sterling, but that doesn't capitalize on the fact that sometimes like you have to realize that your combos aren't real in a decent amount of spots. You have to know when and where to read.
It comes with real? Never have. No.
Yeah, these I think one of the strengths of Ike is when his punches are real, they're juicy, and when they're not real, what you threaten can be almost better than what you would get off of a guaranteed punish.
So you just saw Ben just kind of reset the neutral there. I think that is such a useful skill to have. Just be able to kind of be like, all right, I back off, right? Like you got your percentage in at ledge. You're gonna get hit by a QDA at 130. Like you might as well just back off and try to stack up the percentage in the neutral rather than forcing it. But you can kind of see Sterling kind of picks it back up after Ben gives him his space as his spots here. He's at 57% up right. Oh my god. This character.
Oh, that's... Okay, well, that was good. It was good recognition, and he didn't do an early sloppy up B. He did a really good...
Ooh, oh my god. We've been all on the farm there.
Robs that one.
Yeah.
That was good. That's an easy spot to screw up. It's definitely not as bad as it is for like melee Mars, but when you hit that wall tech, that wall jump tech, right at ledge, you have so much freedom in this game to do what you want, and to do a sweet spot quick draw there is good. I think it's hard for Ike to, in the Ditto, get the hit on the sweet spot, the wall jump tech happens, and then to cover what he does after isn't necessarily easy, and Ike has a lot of options, and we're...
PS2?
Love that for us. Love that for the stream, love that for the commentators.
That's the OMPM classic, or the retirement.
This retirement.
I feel like, did I make up that term, or was it you? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
I think it was because we were talking about stageless, and me and Brad were just like, oh yeah, just how about PS2 only, or like middle 3.
Just have like a 8-stage stage list, but like have it all just be PS2. I think that's
You wouldn't hear a single complaint from me. Just different colors.
different colors.
What shade of PS2 do I want today?
Oh, but wouldn't it be nice? It's like all different stadiums. You have like the ONPM one. You have like the Chicago one.
Yeah.
You have your.
I just want a green one, like the green on my shirt. Like, give me this kind of a green on a stadium. I'm so
You
down.
could probably make that happen. Like a kind of like a royal green, a casino green kind of.
Yeah, casino green. Oh, I like that term.
Casino green?
Yeah,
You'd rock a casino green. I feel like.
I'm like a sage green kind of guy.
I feel that.
That's what my Ike skin is. I think it's sage green. All right, but anyways, we're watching Ike.
Enough about
Dittos
color
on
theory.
PS2. We've probably seen at least a couple thousand games of Ike Dittos on PS2 in our lifetime as Ontario PM.
A lot of our Ike players are very familiar with the stage and how to play on it.
I would say the only Ike player that doesn't auto go to PS2 is Sterling. So I don't think he would ban it ever. But
It's not that I think he overthinks his stage choices, but I feel like Sterling puts a lot of thought into what he wants
he
to
definitely
go to.
does take his time on choosing stages,
Which,
bands, kind of picks, which is
more,
fine.
more power to you. Like, that it's a good thing to do. But I feel like the reason he doesn't go to PS2 too often is that he does have a lot more of a nice 2 hits, 29%.
That's 29, yeah.
Yeah, he has a more of an opinion. I would say more of a nuance when it comes to what stages he feels comfortable with. Not to say that he's uncomfortable with PS2, as you can clearly see here. He's kind of doing well with it.
He's not bad on PS2 at all.
But he has that. The thought goes into it rather than the own PM classic of PS2. Start PS2. All right, you want to end on PS2? All right, grants on PS2. Like it's
All sets on PS2. Love that.
there.
That was a good downer. When your opponent's at high percent, going even for the meteors is fine. I'd say around 100, but like that meteor probably just does kill.
Oh, he catches this jump out.
Ooh, big punish from
on him
Sterling.
with that pressure.
Up air, I like that. Good coverage. Tipper forward air, that's why the angle was so bad. Nice up air again. This is all just good tip damage. Dude, the quick draw chase.
Oh, he's helpless. He's dead.
Wow. And
134
that
up
up tilt, if that was tipper, wouldn't kill. If that was hand hit, it wouldn't kill.
Yeah.
But he sweet spotted.
But
So
he's
it
good. Good timing on this one. Great timing on this one. Oh my god, the guitar just attacked.
Yep.
Like, do you see that? Oh my god.
We us Ike players have this very big tendency to I think one thing that our Ikes do well that I do want to give them credit for is we don't always just landing aerial up tilt, landing aerial F tilt, landing aerial jab, or landing aerial grab. I feel like we most of the Ikes are good at mixing up. I would say you can tell which moves they like more. I would say like Ben's definitely like a pressure into F tilt kind of guy. And the mix-up sometimes is also just a reposition F tilt, which I also like. That was good.
Yeah, that just kind of walk up that, like, the fashion show walk into that until was awesome. But, like, I feel like what you're saying there with Zukan and Nice, and using F tilt, I feel that kind of, like, lends to what you're saying earlier about him controlling his area. Like, he kind of, determines, establishes that zone of control. F tilt the box out, I feel like it's such a great way to kind of establish that presence even further.
Yeah.
Because it's such a big move.
It's minus 16. So, like,
That's insane.
It's pretty good. For a grounded move, minus 16, that big in space.
Yeah.
Like, let's think about the fastest wave dash show being 13 frames.
Yeah.
And then you have 3 frames to put on a hitbox. It's like, if you're bugs, maybe you get shine out. But if you're not in space for that move to come out, even on the wave dash,
You're not ready for that.
no.
You're human.
And that's also you being perfect.
Ooh, takes advantage of that over
We're
100%
dying
roll.
to Ika B.
Yeah, man.
2023. That's
Cringe.
so good.
It's not a spike, guys. Oh, speaking of spikes.
Oh!
Oh my god. Why
he
would you roll?
rolled.
Stop rolling, Ben.
Ben, why are you being so... Oh, actually, I like that. He's trying to be
There we
safe, and he's rewarded for it with a
Yeah.
huge lead.
Yeah.
It's... Honestly... Ooh,
Yeah, that close. That's just gonna happen.
yeah, that's a big boy move.
It's time for you.
The thing about the Ike Ditto is that I would say it's a weird Ditto in the same way that Marth Ditto is, where there are times where, like, you get a throw mix-up and you just die.
Yeah.
You can die off of a throw mix-up really easily in the Ike Ditto. Ooh.
Speaking of mix-up, that tag.
Also, the execution on edge routing. I say Ike edge routing is easy, but that's easy if you're consistent at it and you know when and where to spot mix-ups. But if you're letting Ike up B kill you, then you're kind of throwing away your stocks way too early. There's a lot of opportunities to live.
Open up that practice on that. You gotta practice that.
Yeah.
That's something you just have to grind out.
Oh, too late on the border.
Big fair. Big fair.
This is one hit away from...
Yeah,
this
Sterling
is a 4-1 lead, and it's gone.
is doing something I've never seen him do before, which is just bring it the hell back.
He is. Yeah, there has been no pauses in Sterling's game either.
Boom,
He's
boom.
Going. He's got a lead, by the way.
Yeah.
No biggie. Huge punish.
And I think
Oh
this
my god,
is...
he's got him off stage. Rising here. Okay. Oh, that would have killed. Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, you should
Read the
just
jump.
reset. You should just
read
reset.
the jump.
Reset. Don't go in.
Every Ike there jumps.
Okay.
Back here. Ooh.
Ben has a chance here. He's squandering it. He's not shielding.
Okay,
my
he just
God.
goes right through him.
He's panicking with these rolls. He just wants that kill. He's desperate for that kill. He's going for that fair.
Honestly, quick try attack kills, by the way.
Yeah.
125, quick try attack, fully charged, would kill.
Oh, no, Sterling. Okay, that's game 5.
I can't believe this is how we're getting our game
Ben,
5.
by the skin of his damn teeth,
That's
gets in there.
crazy.
And we have the player. the crew is shocked. The crew
rough.
is baffled. I'm baffled. That was crazy.
That was.
You can see Ben laughing it off like, ooh, boy.
Ben's a cheeser. He's like, kind of cringe, but you know, I'll take it.
You know. You can see, yeah, they're having
They're
a time.
having
They're
fun.
having a time. Yeah, that release of adrenaline after a game like that.
Yeah. Once the game's over,
laugh
you
it
just
out.
need to like
You gotta laugh
breathe.
It out. It's funny. It's an insane feeling to go from that to just this relaxed result screen. Just
Yeah.
you know, it's nuts.
You said relaxed results screen, which is making me think that
Mm.
if I ever make a build, one thing I want is a not relaxing results screen. They're just screaming at you,
like
the whole time.
cloudcore or like some like
Scotland
Disturbed.
forever.
Scotland. Oh my god, the
the
clench
bang, bang,
build,
bang.
classic.
That'd be so sick.
I'll wake you up in the morning. Oh my god.
That'd be so. That'd be
You guys
disgusting.
talk about picks and bans on this.
Picks and bans in this matchup, I have no
I mean
idea.
about how it's
Oh,
one-on-one
yes.
versus
Oh, right.
So the way our stage list works, we have 9.
Yeah,
9 stages. It is 2, 4, and 2 to start. And then in best of 3s, it's 2 bans, and best of 1, and best of 5s, it's 1 ban.
Right.
So right now we're going to see 1 ban, and I imagine they're probably going to strike the stages that you know.
I don't remember.
One on.
I don't remember if we have GSR or.
We have DSR.
GSR?
We have DSR. D. David Stupid Rule,
Oh.
not GS.
So no game 5. Go back.
No, I don't actually.
I prefer that.
I genuinely don't remember which one is which because it's
So
really
DSR
bad.
is you just can't go back to a stage you won on, and modified DSR or the simplification of that, which is GSR, Geo Super Rule. It just oversimplifies it to say in a best of 5 you can go back to where you started.
I remember preferring Geo Stupid Roll.
It's the same thing, just made easier to understand.
We're doing GSR. We're doing Geo Stupid Roll.
Okay, so if I think they did start on Battlefield, so
Yeah,
that's
they-
why we were back on Battlefield,
back on
which I think is
Battlefield.
fine.
Nice neutral stage.
You know,
for
we're not playing Counter Strike. Like we sometimes you're allowed to go back to a stage that you played on.
It's GSR. Oh yeah, Peanut. Thank you so much for letting us know. We appreciate you. I figured it out, you weenie. Peanut helping in the on PM chat. And right now, you know, let's talk about the match here. Oh my god!
Oh,
So
yeah.
Sterling does this. I love it. I don't know what it is, but like he's able to kind of like remind you. It's like
That your combos aren't real.
yeah, your combos aren't real. He has
Yeah.
a really interesting way of doing it, which is sometimes he'll just bust out the counter.
Frame 5 is his fastest air option in the air, and by far the most punishable.
Yeah, it's the most punishable when it pays off. It pays off. Unfortunately, that pays
off,
off
it
for
gets
Ben
you
here.
off stage.
Yeah.
Or it gets you your control of the stage backside.
True.
Oh,
That being said,
okay, he's got a big punish cooking here.
Yeah.
Ben with another big lead.
Can
50%
he-
is pretty important to have.
it is very, very important.
ASDI down just is kind of a null option here, even on things like very light quick draw attack. Will definitely break our cancel now. But we've got 100% here. Roll from life?
Kind of just-
Absolutely. We love
that's-
that.
That's that dominance. That's that power behind that gameplay. That confidence. I feel like right now he needs all the confidence he can get after that game 4.
Yeah,
when
he
yeah.
only won that by the skin of his teeth
Yeah.
off the back of an SD.
when someone's bearing down on you like that, you need a mental reset. And I feel like right now this is doing wonders for him.
Yep.
Big fair. That's gonna kill. All right. No surviving that. That's just it.
And the good thing for Ben now is he's at 0% with a full stock lead. He can afford to hold down and do some
Nothing in the bank.
belligerent garbage, like holding down and getting a grab.
Yeah.
I love that. Ooh,
Again, that's
space back here. You can't F tilt that.
You cannot.
Even on the True CC.
Grab
Ooh,
flash.
good leg grab.
Right now, Sterling needs to take a breath. It's the most important thing to do right now. Take a damn breath. Boom.
Oh, it's a punish. Ooh, misses his dash. That's an unfair classic. Maybe that's just me. Ooh, up tilt jab. I like that.
Yeah. A little bit of a mix up there.
Oh, mess.
All over each
He
other.
accidentally ledge canceled before the back came out.
Bunch of spaghetti in that movement.
That's tipper forward or bad DI.
Yeah.
That's dead.
I don't think Ben was expecting that. Not at all. There. Forward
nice
throw.
grab.
And here we go again. I feel like Sterling's kind of ramping it up a little bit. That was an insane ledge option.
Yeah, he crossed up his shield, so he's allowed to do that up tilt.
E. Okay. You got
Okay,
the,
going
you
by
got
to
the
center.
drums.
Ben knowing that there's a lot of value in just resetting.
Ben had the patience to wait, but
Ooh.
he didn't choose the
Big
right
commit.
option.
Doesn't get this kill for it. Okay, I'm off stage.
Both these players are having a little bit of trouble punishing from the ledge, except for Shadrake, I think, with that punish.
Oh
earlier,
my
but-
god.
Yeah,
Ben.
there's the Ben. There's a classic.
Ben, please
What are you
stop doing
doing,
it.
Sterling?
I
Don't you
literally
stop?
beg Ben every time we play, don't do it.
Um,
Oh, the jab grab.
okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
QDA.
quick grab.
Yeah, that's gonna. I don't know if this will. Yeah. Ether is doing work here. Oh, this is insane.
That's quick draw jousting. Yeah, quick draw both kill that, by the way. For both players. So I would hate to see charge quick draw. That's kind of weird. Up here?
Yeah, so
Oh,
Nair's
Nair.
gonna do it.
Yeah, sweet spot.
So here's a risky bisky maneuver here. 127 in the bank.
he could
zero-
just card quick draw and
Yeah.
just make him push it himself.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to respect Ben's Espacio as much as possible and punch where he can.
Yeah.
He's living at 150. Oh my god, he almost caught the roll in. Ooh, that fair, and
Yeah,
F-Tilt's gonna do it.
Back air, F tilt. That is a classic.
It's a JV2. Fantastic game. Fantastic set from these two players. I think
set.
that was so fun to watch.
That's start of the day, game 5. I didn't. Not complaining. Not complaining. That
That is the most
good viewing
Ontario
experience.
thing I've ever heard. First match of the day.
There was laughter, there was tears. We went through the whole shebang.
Great showing from both of these players. Really kind of showing off just how strong they are at their strengths. But, it all comes down to,
Who's more clutch
who's more clutch.
or anti-clutch?
Anti-clutch.
We saw a force stock lead, and then
Not too many SDs. Not too many SDs. There
were like two crucial ones, which was the Ben getting reverse force stock and then still winning the game.
Yeah, he almost got reverse four stock. That would have been an insane W.
Yeah, and I get 0 in the Ditto. The thing about the egg though is because of how volatile quick draw grab is and like how much you get off of grab. Like being at 0 almost doesn't matter, but if the Ike is pressing a lot of buttons, a lot of up tilts, F tilts, stuff like that, then percent is not really relevant, but it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
But like still, if you're trying to defend against it, Ike running himself at you, sometimes you want to throw out a hitbox because you don't want to like gamble on grab versus grab.
Yeah, no.
But being able to quick draw at someone and just hold down and be like, oh, counter hit, I'm gonna get grabbed now.
Look what you did. Look what I'm
It's
doing.
like, oh, thanks. I'll take that 10%. Let me just get a grab and just get like 50.
Speaking of look what I'm doing, I believe I'm on stream.